Hello! In this video we're going to be calculating missing angles. So the objective here is to calculate missing angles using angles on a straight line, angles around a point, vertically opposite angles, angles in a triangle, and angles in a quadrilateral. So here are the facts. Number 1, angles on a straight line must add up to 180. So for example, if we knew that this angle here was 30 degrees, we could work out this one by subtracting it from 180 to get 150 degrees. The second one is that angles around a point must add up to 360. So if we knew all of these angles, we could work out the final angle by adding them all up and subtracting them from 360. The third one is that vertically opposite angles are equal. So for example, if I knew this angle here was 110 degrees, I could say this one here is also 110 degrees because they're vertically opposite. Similarly, this one is 70 degrees, and so this one must also be 70 degrees because they're vertically opposite as well. Number 4 is that angles in a triangle add up to 180. So again, if we have two angles in a triangle, so for example, if this was 30 and this was 40, we could do 30 plus 40 to get 70 and subtract that from 180 to get 110. Number 5 is that angles in a quadrilateral add up to 360. So this time, if we knew what 3 angles in the quadrilateral were, we could add them up and subtract them from 360 to work out the fourth one. Here's an example. We need to find the size of the angle marked x. So to do this question, we need to add up all of the angles we know, because we know that angles around a point add up to 360. So if we do 41 plus 70 plus 72 plus 110, we end up with 293 degrees. And I know that angles around a point add up to 360, so I do 360 take away 293, and that's going to be 67 degrees. So x is therefore equal to 67 degrees. Here's another example. This time we need to find the size of the angle marked x. So again, we have angles in a triangle add up to 180. So to get this one, we need to do 85 plus 25. So that's going to be 110. And then to work out what x is, we do 180 take away 110, which is 70 degrees. Here's another example. So this time we need to find the size of the angle marked x. So there's a few different ways we could do this question. So with this question, the problem is with this triangle here, we only have this angle here. So we need to know what this angle is in order to add them up and subtract them from 180 to get this angle. So to get this angle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first work out what this angle is. And I know that angles in a triangle add up to 180, so I can do 25 plus 30, which is 55, and then I can do 180 take away 55 to get 125 degrees. So this angle here is 125. Now I also know that angles in a straight line add up to 180 as well. So what I can do is I can do 180 take away 125, which is 55 degrees. So this angle here is 55 degrees. Now finally, to work out what x is, I can do 80 plus 55 to get 135, and then I can do 180 take away 135 to get 45. So I can say that x equals 45 because we have another triangle and angles in a triangle add up to 180. So x is 45 degrees. Here's another example. We need to find the size of the angle marked x. So this time we have these two lines here. They're indications that it's an isosceles triangle and those two sides are equal in length. So if those two sides are equal in length, then we know this angle is also equal to x. So what we can do is 180 take away 70 to get 110. And because we know that the two angles are the same, we can simply divide 110 by 2 to get 55. Here's another example. We need to work out what x is. So this angle here is a right angle, so this angle is 90 degrees. So we do 42 plus 90, which is 132. 180 take away 132, and that is 48. So x is equal to 48 degrees. So here are some quick fire practice questions on this topic. Pause the video, have a go at these, and I'll reveal the answers in a moment. Okay, so well done if you managed to have a go at those. I've just displayed the answers, and that's everything for this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye!